Welcome to my channel and happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Hope you can see me here. I'm here in Missouri, USA. It's actually freezing out. Now I'm being stupid with my camera. I didn't set it on movie mode and made a video at sunset, so I missed it. Anyway, you kind of see it here. It's been freezing for days. My last video got sunburnt, had a tan, lost it. Now I got my fall tan back. And I hope you guys can see me here on my front porch. Anyway, I wanted to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Same here. COVID is at almost 13 million people infected here in USA total. Deaths, not to be Mr. Brightside, but it was 262,000. There is a ban where my sister lives there in California. They had 1 million COVID cases a couple weeks ago, and that's on the rise, 4,500 a day. Anyway, didn't get to spend any holidays with my mother here. And same with my sister, their family, they're staying at home being safe. So just wanted to bring you up to date. I've had hard freezes again. I've had heavy, severe thunderstorms. Same the other day, I showed you my roof. A week and a half ago, damage. I had straight line winds again yesterday and was holding my breath, but thank God, thank you JD. My roof's still on and house is intact. As told, that's living here in the Midwest. You deal with that same, I don't think I did mention, but I do have a basement under the house, and that's common here. That's my only safe haven. God forbid a tornado's coming. At least I'm underground level. Same as noted, no weather radio. It went off several times the other night. And I wasn't under a tornado watch, but I did have the straight line winds. I'm going to guess about 65 miles an hour. Thankfully, nothing is damaged. So anyway, my plan, if the weather gets up now, which I've been waiting. Oh, same for my phone, guys. I still cannot find them 7 videos like an idiot. Just like right now, I'm trying to load on my channel. Where's my video I just made tonight, and I didn't set it on movie mode. So maybe it's something that simple. That's a new cell phone, as told. Even the manufacturer can't tell me. So when they can't, there's something wrong. So I'm gonna ask for a new phone this week because it's ridiculous. Anyway. Plan is my dairy barn, I have manure in there. I'm going to till that under, and another, actually a pumpkin plot I have, which I couldn't get nothing to grow as told this year. I didn't get one pumpkin, so I'm mad, but that's life here. Anyway, the double mold plow I have, I'm going to attach it to my tractor. It's actually from 1941, still works. I'll show this all in the video, dropping my brush hog and hooking that on and running buckets of manure out, dumping it. Anyway, it's called fall tilling for next spring to plant, and it's already composted down my manure. Same with compost, same with the old hay I keep in the barn to put back into the farm. And then what I do for my farm animals, I go ahead and put a brand new bale in, as they have cover from the elements of winter as well as rain. But yeah, it all goes right back into the farm. So it's called sustainability, and that's the way to do it. As organic farmers, same my compost pile, I'll be adding that, and then I'm going to plow 2 fields. I got 2 projects going on actually, and hopefully next spring get to finally make it happen. But my west field, I'm planting all alfalfa and clover. That's the best quality hay you can have for any animals, as well as natural hay. Like as noted, I have 7 different hays here, and I'll just mention them. I've never done that. That's called tall fescue non-impedite, which is non-toxic. It gets about 4 feet high. thing about that is, which is kind of funny, here it is fall, but it's my winters told with hard freezes. It goes dormant in summer when it gets over 85 degrees here. We have here 115 degree days all summer long, hot heat, bright blue sunny skies, and the hay just stops growing, which is great. But also I have alfalfa. I have white clover called sweet clover, which are purple flowers. I also have what's called Johnson grass. This here gets, and this will back up my sustainability or how you treat organic farm. That is 13 feet high on my farm this year in certain spots, and this is where I had old hay bales. Same thing, if you didn't know, you cut your grass or cut the hay here. Same for cattle grazing, or my donkeys, for example. It all turns to manure. Even when you cut the grass, that is called compost, and it'll break down into basically manure, called green manure. That's a real term. I didn't share that. Okay, where was I? Clover. It's called Johnson grass, I said, gets 13 feet high. I also have a conservation grass here, which was planted in the 50s, and it's actually for anti-erosion, just same as alfalfa. If you didn't know, those roots go 1.5 feet deep in the ground. So I'm thankful to have the Lespedisia, it's called. Cattle, horses, deer, so on, they will go ahead and graze that, as well as goat, sheep. But man, my shoulder's killing me holding the farm. Sorry guys. I'm old. Got to share, the other night I turned my heater off during storms. God forbid the house gets hit by lightning again, but anyway, or the power goes out. I forgot to turn that on before I went to bed, and I was freezing all night. Same thing in the back of my head. I'm all, oh my God, I'm getting sick. And with coronavirus, having a fever, because I was literally shivering in bed. Well, long story short, I forgot to turn my heater on. It was freezing when I woke up in the morning, and then I realized, you knucklehead, you didn't turn it on. So it was kind of a scare moment there, but I'm fine. But I had the moment, as anyone. I'm not perfect, so I'm going all over the place. Where did I end? Johnson grass, and then I also have called orchard grass, as well as rye. I have all types of different grasses that just grow or blow in the farm, or same for putting turkey manure down one year. I have grain, I have straw, or wheat, it's called winter wheat. Same for that. I haven't heard from my buddy, and he's a local farmer here, and I hope his family isn't sick, because that's not like him. Anyway, he's the guy that has a seeder to do all that. Same as winter approaches, same, I can still plant it because I'm having germination days, and if you didn't know, just to share, same thing, I didn't comment. Nothing will grow seed-wise underground or above ground if it is below 50 degrees. Now I'm standing there freezing. It's about 50 today. It's sunny. I had a hard frost this morning, just to share. It's cool air. I had a cold front come through last night. I mean, when the sun drops, you literally feel it here. But I wanted to make this video. So, I'm forgetting one more grass, and it's killing me looking in the yard. That's 3 different types of clover. I think I only mentioned 2. Anyway, you have to have that balance for proper grazing and nutrition. I have it all here. Same, just to mention, which I was looking at the old video, I call American Red Cross every year to donate my farm, donate hay to people. In 11 years, I have still not gotten one call or one email, which is a shame. And the reality is, people probably lost everything in a disaster. Flooding, tornado, fire, whatever, or they sell it because they have nothing, so they sell everything they have on the farm And it's unfortunate, but you have to do what you got to do to get by. What is that other grass? It's going to bug the heck out of me, and I'm sorry I keep having these senior moments, but that's life. Anyway, I mentioned them all. So, same today, the grass grew up, and now it's about 8 inches high in my barnyard anyway. Out in the field it's growing, same with the rain I've had. I'm going to guesstimate since last video I probably have had 9 inches of rain here. As told, I'm on a bluff, it cannot flood here, but still, just poured. Same with thunderstorms, straight line winds again, and that's just life here, and I'm appreciative for it because we need all the water we can get for when there's drought, or same for my well, which I didn't talk about. I have a well here on the farm, being in the country. It goes down 1,266 feet, and that is ice cold water, freezing, but it's so good. Say my neighbors here, closest ones are a quarter-mile away each side, and we all share the same water, same in farming practices. I didn't mention this, but me looking online, I have been the only organic farmer in my part of the county for 12 years I've been here. So, and as mentioned, I moved from California here, first year here. My mom and grandfather here got hit by an F2 tornado and trashed a farm, totaled my Ford Explorer, which actually saved my grandfather and my life. I was a volunteer firefighter here then, had no warning. It was the last thunderstorm, so why I'm pushing that NOAA weather radio so much, and I was a storm chaser for years, I was told, and quit. I did look up the date. It was 2012, 2011 is when I quit doing it because of 2 F5s there in Oklahoma. Same thing, thousands of people on the road. Just to comment on that, I didn't know them personally, but they were my mentors. Did a bunch of scientific experiments. They actually, all 3 of them got killed. And it's sad, and that's when I said I'm done. I mean, you have an expert here that's done it for 30 years, and no one's safe, but when you're competing with something 10 miles high, or 50,000 feet high, this is an American measurement, and this was 2.6 miles wide on the ground, and this thing's doing over 300 miles an hour. You just cannot compete with something like that. And anyway, I'm all over the place here. I just wanted to wish you a happy Thanksgiving today. Hope you're all safe. Same, practice social distancing, as well as your mask, gloves, and sad to say, I've seen on the news, I'm just going to put it out there, but they're saying here in USA in 3 weeks, come Christmas time, we are going to be over 300,000 people. Is 319,000 estimated deaths here in USA from coronavirus. So everyone be safe out there, and do what you can to be safe. But even people I know, like I shared, they got sick, followed everything they could do, and they still got sick and recovered. But here in USA, vaccine will be out soon. First to get it will be the first responders, as should be. Same in the hospitals, they are swamped here. And I just have to give a shout out to all first responders. Thank you. It's a pandemic, and people still are not taking this seriously. Same globally. Even though your country, if that's where you're at, which I've seen, you think you're out of the woods, all it takes is one person to come into your country. Same on that. Today, I looked online. I could fly anywhere in the world right now from my local airport. Of course, there's 14-day quarantine. You have to get the country's insurance. You get checked at the airport or wherever you're at, but I can fly anywhere I want right now. I could have booked the ticket last night and flew out today. Even if I wanted to fly to California, where it's a mandatory shutdown of the state, ban, no restaurants are open, same with the curfew they have in place, which is because of nightlife and clubbing and so on. People are still having COVID parties, as I've seen, even on YouTube. You could look. They're having COVID parties in California, college frat people and grown adults, and you're just asking for it. This is exactly how we're all going to continue to spread COVID. Be responsible, people. Not to preach, but I'm going to put it out there. That's what it is. If you want to criticize me, go ahead. You can all have your opinion, and that's my opinion. So be smart. Alrighty. I'm ranting and raving here and freezing now, so y'all have a safe night. I hope you got to spend time with your family. If not, as myself alone today, that's life. And I'm just being safe if I have past health issues myself, and I'm not going to put my mother at risk as well. So we're being responsible. We're doing our part, and that's all we can do. So anyway, we'll see you next time. Hopefully this week I'm supposed to get better weather, and I'll be plowing that field and getting them seeds in the ground. Same, I'd love it this week if my buddy calls out the blue, or maybe he's gone taking care of his family, whatever, but I hope he calls and get to plant winter wheat as told. I need the straw as well as I need to feed, which I didn't comment. If you didn't know it, 1 acre of winter wheat can feed up to 9,000 people, and that's just based on 1 slice of bread and a standard loaf. That's a true fact. But the main reason other than that is the straw. I want to incorporate it back into my farm. Same on him. If he can harvest the wheat, it's a lost cause other than that, but the main purpose is the straw, putting it back into the farm, getting my soil, and that breaks down. Same thing as a compost, and it is very nutritional for anything you plant after that. And that's going to be, excuse me, my alfalfa field, as well as 5 acres of old cornfield I'm going to plant and reseed it. Alrighty. Have a great night, guys. Be safe. We'll catch you next time. Same on my phone. If anyone can give me any insight, I sure would appreciate it. But I figured out my problem on my camera today. So I hit record. It says record on my cell phone. I look for the video. It's not there. It shuts on and off, shows it, and I'm stumped. I'm not all that, but it's not in my file. So if you could help me, as said, I have the memory. It's only 48% of the phone use still, after those 7 videos and all the photos I've taken. But 16 gigabyte brand new chip in, same thing, it doesn't record. So I'm thinking it's the phone ran from the sun solar flare as well. What is it now, almost 2 months ago? Alright, I'm rambling on. You guys have a great night. We'll catch you next time. Any comments below? I'm going to write a brief description. So have a great night or day wherever you're at, and we'll catch you next time. Goodbye.